Just like that. Is that good? I didn't really have much of experience with VFX. Stupidly, I should have tried to contact somebody else who did, but I just figured I'd try and go for it myself and see what I could do. No More, Nothing is a surreal experimental film that I made in my first year. On No More, Nothing, I was the writer and director. The film is about a supernatural assassin hunting a robot zombie through a children's play park, and he's followed by the ghost of his old mentor. I did this project to test my ability in writing, so I wrote this dialogue because I'd never written anything really before. And I also wanted to practice my abilities in directing actors because I'd never directed actors before. It was sort of heavily inspired by a lot of animation. I really enjoy 2D animation, and specifically an anime called Bakemonogatari, which is a very sort of dialogue-heavy show, and they have lots of interesting shots to keep the dialogue interesting, and I wanted to see if it would translate to film. For a long time, when I was sort of pre-production, when I was planning the shoot, I kept doing storyboards, and I found it really hard thinking about how I wanted the shots to be and how I wanted the film to look. But I got one of the actors together and some friends, and we went to the location and we just shot sort of a test. And I was amazed at how easily, once I was actually at the location, I was able to be like, I want this shot. It all sort of came together very easily once I was actually on set. There's a TV in a few of the shots, and I wanted to try and put some graphics on the TV, but I didn't really have much of experience with VFX. Stupidly, I should have tried to contact somebody else who did, but I just figured I'd try and go for it myself and see what I could do. Because we didn't have any proper camera stabilization stuff, we got a skateboard and put the camera on it, but when we were doing the pullback shot at the beginning, it was really wobbly, which meant that it was very tricky for me to put any of the stuff that I wanted on the television. So we had to kind of scrap a few ideas that I had. The thing I'm most proud of with the project, I think, is I really captured the feel of the source material that I took a lot of inspiration from. I was worried that it wasn't going to translate very well, but it ended up translating perfectly. This project taught me that planning is very important, but at the same time, there are some things that you can only plan so much. And working on set with a team and with actors, you'll come up with a lot of ideas for things that you wouldn't have even thought about in planning. To watch No More, Nothing, follow this link, and to see other great projects we've been making, hit subscribe.